The biggest Pinterest lie of them all. You've heard it a million times. Millions of courses have been sold. Tens of millions of hours of social media services have been sold on this lie. Are you ready? The more you pin, the more you get, right? The more repins, the more shares, the more followers, just a fuck ton of more shit, right? Yes, 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 yes. The only problem is that's total bullshit. Pinterest favors quality a hell of a lot more than quantity or anything else really for that matter. Or you don't need to pin 50 or 80 or 200 pins a day. And yes, I have heard from several people that they pin 200 times a day, to which I usually say, what the fuck for? Do me a favor and don't pin 200 times a day. Don't pin 100 or even 50 times a day, because that's not going to get you what you actually want. Do you know why people pin 200 times a day? Because it increases viewers. That number prominently displayed on your Pinterest profile when someone lands on it. And that's what we call a vanity number, folks. So here's the thing, Pinterest doesn't need your vanity bullshit, okay? They don't care if you pin 200 pins a day, 200 pins that are already circulating all over their platform. They want quality, high quality, and as much of that as you have to bring. All right, so you know, number one, first and foremost, Pinterest wants quality over quantity. But do you want to know what they really want? I mean, what really, really, really rocks their world? 2 words: new content. Bam! Yes, new URLs, high quality content added to their engine. That's what they love. That's what they reward. Now, I have a super cool hack that will get you the new content kudos from Pinterest without having to create new content of your own. Now, of course, you want to be sharing your own brand new content on the platform on the regular. And we all know that content can take over our lives, right? I actually have a really scary rinse and repeat simple system for creating a shit ton of content to fill your Pinterest traffic engine, but really all of your brand engines, right? All of your content engines and promotional needs and sales needs and all that good stuff. I'm going to be sharing this in a couple of weeks, right? The entire system, so that you can be creating content so effortlessly, and content that is going to keep sending leads and buyers to your website and your offers. If you're into that, if that's your thing, go over to bit.ly/PTE2019. Drop your name there. I will email you all of the details. So back to this hack then. All right, so if you want to start doing this today and you're just not in a place where you're ready to create your own content right now, but you're an implementer and you want to get this done, listen up. You're going to want to high five me so hard after you learn this hack, and I'm going to happily oblige. All right, are we ready to get to business? All right, so we all have brands and different content that we love, we devour, and they're not on Pinterest. For instance, a lot of YouTube videos aren't on Pinterest. It's not the easiest platforms to share between, and frankly, YouTube videos in the format they don't do really well on Pinterest, right? They don't have the vertical quality, and they're just not really content that gets very much action on Pinterest. A lot of writers aren't on Pinterest, right? They're not very visual creatures typically. So a lot of really great copywriters and authors are not on Pinterest. Right? So here is a massive opportunity for you to create a win-win. And here's how you're going to do it. Easy peasy. You're going to create a generic pin template for these blogs or channels or websites, whatever it is, whatever type of content it is, and you're going to pin that content for the channel, blog, or brand. So simple, right? So let me give you an example. Leo at Zen Habits is a perfect example. He is a phenomenal writer. His content is A++. But here's the deal. He doesn't have social share buttons on his website, and he's got a whole ideology for this, and I totally respect him, but he doesn't have social share buttons, and he doesn't use images. So his website is not what you would call Pinterest friendly. And you'll find this in a lot of cases out there. Even some really, really, really big brands. So here's what you can do in this situation is that you create that generic pin template, just like this one I created for Leo at Zen Habits. And here's the thing, I wanna make this very clear. It should be obvious, but I wanna make this very clear, is that you get no credit, right? You're not giving credit on the image, you're not giving credit in the headline, the description, anywhere. You are simply invisible, okay? You are invisibly kind. You are just doing this, but you are not putting your watermark on these images. You are not directing them to your website and then having a redirect of some kind. You are doing this out of the kindness of your heart because you are getting something out of it. But I just want to make that clear. This pin templates, pin in general, this has nothing to do with you other than you're getting that new content. Kudos from Pinterest, okay? So disclaimer, I do not want to hear about anybody ripping people's shit off by putting even the most subtle of watermarks on these images. These are just nice generic templates. You don't have to get into their branding or anything like that. This is just something that will actually be shareable in the right form, right? So right dimensions, nice big headline, and put their URL so they are getting the credits. I mean, bam, right? Win-win. Like I said, you're now able to add even more brand new high quality content to the platform and grow your own Pinterest quality clout rating, so to speak. That terminology just came out of my ass. It doesn't actually exist, but for lack of a better term, you really are growing your status as a quality pinner, and that is ultimately what you want on Pinterest. And at the same time, you are helping a really killer brand that you already love and believe in to get more exposure. I mean, what is wrong with that? Good karma? Yes, please. Hello, are you like wetting your pants with cracked out excitement over this hack? This is some cool shit, right? So now you know, Pinterest wants quality over quantity. And you know that they want brand new content to their platform. And you know exactly how to do that right now, as in the next 5 minutes, even if you're not in a place to create a bunch of new content yourself. Now, these tasty Pinterest morsels of awesome are just the tip of the proverbial iceberg. I'm gonna be taking a select few through a very short 8-week program where I'm going to show them and help them build their own Pinterest traffic engine. So you want to see your Pinterest reach exponentially increase, if you want to send your Pinterest traffic into a constant ever growing upswing, and you want to watch your list grow right before your eyes, get over to bit.ly/PTE 2019, /bit.ly PTE 2019. Let me try that one more time. And drop your name so I can send you all the details. You do not want to miss that. All right, that's it for this bite-sized lesson in Pinterest Traffic Engine. I will see you here tomorrow, same place, the Brandon Solopreneur Facebook page, where I am going to be obliterating the biggest fallacy about Pinterest, right? Something that's going to make you so much more excited to make Pinterest your main traffic squeeze. So I'll see you then. For now, go share, go tag, go get crazy. Later.